Good evening, everyone. We are here with our youth today. They prepared something that we learned in class, and we pretty much learned the laws that are found in the Bible. So please pay attention as they prepare themselves for something to glorify our God.
For God left several commandments, or in other words, laws to follow. In them we can find ways on how we should live to please Him.
But there's one that surpasses all of them. Please pay attention. We have something to show you guys.
Many of us are familiar with the Ten Commandments and their meanings, but what you probably did not know was that there were 613 different laws in the Bible. 365 talked about things you could not do. 248 talked about things you could do. Many of these laws can be found in many of these laws can be found in many chapters of the Bible, but we are only focused on Leviticus chapter 19.
For example, Leviticus 19:16. Do not go about spreading slander among your people. Do not do anything that endangers your neighbor's life. I am the Lord. Leviticus 19:2. Be holy because I, the Lord, your God, am holy.
There are certain laws that caught our attention and we want to share them with you. And Leviticus 19:19 says, do not make different kinds of animals. And here we have an animal between a lion and a tiger, and this is an animal between a zebra and a horse.
We are going to share another law we learned. But before we share that with you, let's make a small exercise. Everyone, please check your shirts, coats, or in other words, piece of clothing you have. In the label, you will find what type of fiber you're wearing. Those of you that have a percentage of cotton or polyester, please stand up.
Those of you that only have one kind of fiber, meaning 100% cotton or polyester, please remain seated. According to the second part of Leviticus 19:19, it says, do not wear clothing woven of two kinds of materials. So for those of you that are standing up, you guys are breaking the law according to the Old Testament.
It is very difficult to follow, right? Well, the Jews knew that to keep all the commandments, they had to study and meditate each of them, trying to keep them to the best of their ability. So this became impossible to follow. Therefore, in the New Testament, teachers of the law and the Pharisees tried to trick Jesus. They asked him, of all the commandments, which one is the most important? And in Mark 12:30-31, it says, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind and with all your strength. The second is this, love your neighbor as yourself. There is no commandment greater than these.
It's impossible to follow all 613 laws. Therefore, Jesus doesn't want you to follow a set of rules or regulations. Instead, he wants you to grow in a relationship with him. The Israelites would sacrifice animals in the forgiven of the sins because they couldn't keep up with the laws.
Jesus came to fulfill the sacrifice. All he wants you to do is to fall in love with God. Give your heart to him, for he has paid the price.
But as it is said in John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life.